views expressed on this program are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other advertisers. You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio.
Hi, welcome. This is Dr. John DeMartini. This is one of the most amazing and inspiring shows that you can listen into. If you want to be on the edge of your seats, if you want to open up your heart, if you want to expand your mind, and you want to meet incredible people, stay tuned because you're just about to experience a transformative radio show that will change your life. And you're listening to the Dr. Pat Show that's coming up right next.
Welcome to the Dr. Pat Show. Talk radio to thrive by. Powerful, inspiring, and coming to you live, bringing you stories of people like you and me, busting through and living life full out. Get ready to dare to wonder what your life would be like if you knew you could not fail. Hey, everybody. Hello. Welcome. Want to welcome you. Welcome to the Dr. Pat Show, Talk Radio to Thrive By. This is our Sheer Alchemy show with my co-host, Leslie Fonteyne. Now, this is a juicy one. Stepping into our abundance. Are you ready? Alone. I feel that heart song, that alone heart song. You know, that heart, the band Heart. That is such a haunting. That's a haunting song. Where did that come from? Fear of abandonment. And so it is wonderful to have Leslie join me here today for this show. And we've said this before, transformation catalyst and amazing, a person that helps all of us get the junk out of the way. Get it out of the way. We got to get it out of the way. It has been there for decades. It has been there for lifetimes. It has been there. It is the sludge. It covers our light. It shines, it captivates us in ways that we couldn't even believe. But yes, it's all crusted over. It doesn't really glimmer like it used to. Why? Because we've let stuff pile up. It's the great universal pile-on. It is not even listed in the Guinness Book of Records, but you know what I'm talking about. She's joining us here today as she taps into the Ascended Masters, the Archangels, brings them into conversation, which we're going to do later on when we open up the phone lines for those of you out there. Now, if this is not you, if it's not you that has a barrier in front of you, then, you might not want to call in. You may have that life where you're on the slide and glide, going down that water slide, and you're thinking, I'm happy, Skippy. Maybe that's it. Maybe today's not for you. But have you ever had an idea that has caught on to you? Have you had an idea that won't let go of you? Do you feel so isolated and alone with that idea? Do you wish that the world knew about your idea? Is it a book? Is it a gift? Is it a talent? Is it an intuition? Is it a yearning? Is it something in the bottom of your gut you don't know how to explain? Have you judged yourself about it? Are you feeling alone? Then have you ever told your friends and they think you've absolutely lost your mind? Cuckoo. Off you go. You're going to Fairfax. And, let me just say, how do I know this topic so very well? I've been there. I'm actually still there. So today I'm hoping to get some help with Leslie. But before I do, I want to announce to you that beyond all of those things, Leslie Fonteyne is also the recipient, and I just want to make sure all of you know this. She's the recipient of a phenomenal award. She's a recipient of the Global Women's Summit Outstanding Leadership Award. Congratulations, hot off the press. And for those of you out there that want to be part of the Global Women's Summit that is coming to our backyard, right here at Bellevue, right around the corner from us, we've done something special. The people that have created this have been so excited about people like Leslie, the awards that are being given, the women that we have highlighted and featured that are right here in Washington State, that what Paula has done, the founder of the Global Women's Summits, she has said, for those of you out there that have been hearing about this and are excited about meeting the people that you hear so much about, we have created a way for you to attend this. So write this down. It's an amazing, amazing event. Paula Fellingham will be speaking. I will be speaking. Other people will be speaking. It's going to be a fun day. Mark down November 22nd, right in our backyard, Bellevue, the Maidenbauer Center, right in Bellevue. Now, not enough? This is what Leslie talks about all the time. How does it get any better than this? Well, here's how it's going to get better. For those of you out there, we have slots available for you to attend free of charge.
Wow.
Free of charge. How do you do it? I'm going to make it really simple. I don't know how to do it any other way. If you simply go to thewinonline.com, THEWIN, that's Women's Information Network, thewinonline.com. If you go and you go register for this event, all you need to type in, so please write this down, all you need to type in is the code. So you go register for the event. It's going to tell you like, oh, okay, you got to pay this money. No, you don't. Type in the code, all caps, P as in Pat, F as in freedom, W as in wonderful, I as in intuition, N as in Nancy, and the number 5. PFWIN 5 for the Bellevue event, and you are in the door. So if you want to talk about sheer alchemy, I'm telling you, this is the magic of this. Ask and you shall receive. Now, I will tell you all out there, and Leslie, you know how this goes. This is, don't wait to do this because it's going to fill up. And, we have said, look, we've got amazing listeners, amazing people here in Bellevue. Let's open up the door for them. And congratulations, Miss Leslie.
I am stunned and amazed, Pat. Thank you so much. I was very impressed to hear about that. So thank you. I really am.
Well deserved.
Thank you so
I know
much.
You're traveling all over the place, but you're passionate.
I am very passionate, and I'm glad to be able to help anybody else that's looking for how to tap back into who they are. We get lost along the way, don't we?
Especially around this topic.
Yeah.
I want to talk with you, and I hope you take us on this pathway. You talk about us stopping ourselves when we have a desire and a dream. And I have to tell you, I have done it more times than I even want to admit. And I don't really understand why we do. But it is really the kind of thing that the universe is not looking for. Can you walk us through how we do this and why we do it?
Yeah. Well, you know me enough to know that we're just going to go where it hurts. We're going to go deep. We're going to go to the reality of it. I'm not into cover-ups. I'm not into putting on fake personas about what we think we should be saying, what we should be putting out in the world, but don't feel, don't connect with. So when we get on this spiritual path, and I'm assuming just about everyone that listens to these shows is on some kind of change path, let's call it that, we go deep and we start hitting stuff, and then we think something's wrong. Oh, my God, why am I hitting this? I should be feeling good. Why am I feeling bad? Well, this is the opportunity. This is the moment. So every show we've done has been about your moment to connect with the part of you that has the passion, that is your soul essence, and then you hit the road bumps. You hit the obstacles. You hit where you don't like yourself, but you deflect and you put it on others. Others don't like me. I can't tell you how many clients I work with who are, dealing with, why don't others like me? And I have to turn it around and go, why don't we like ourselves? This topic is real precious to me because so many of us know this, and it's another one I deal with a lot with people, and even with myself. This is talking true here. It is lonely to have an idea. Can we all admit this? When you get an idea, an inspiration, a thought, something that comes to you and you're excited, it's in you. No one else around you is having it necessarily at the same time. And the next thing you want is to share it. You want someone else to connect with you. And it's almost like going back to the womb. When we came out of the womb and we first felt that cold air. I mean, we're looking for someone to join with us. And then when they don't, we immediately think we can't do it ourselves. What is that? That's what we want to talk about in this show today. And I'm going to show you how you can, but that you're letting the feeling of thinking you're alone to stop you from stepping into all that you are, as if it's not enough that you've got it, you're inspired, you're connected.
Well, and part of this is really having these ideas and starting a wave of these ideas that we actually get to manifest because, it doesn't take much for a lot of us that are so, insecure about our own life's path anyway, to have a couple of comments get us completely off. Leslie, think about it. For me, I graduated, I got a PhD, and everybody thought I was going to be this big consultant floating off into some big consultant company making a lot of money. I was sick about what I discovered in my doctoral program. And so I floundered. What did I do? I created a concept called crust busting. Everybody around me thought I had clearly lost my mind. 10 years of school you went to. So what? Crust busting? Are you crazy, girl? Now, when we come back from break, we're going to talk about how crazy is the new craze. And I'm telling you, you think orange is the new black? Wait till you hear the conversation we're about to have about crazy. Leslie Fonteyne, Sheer Alchemy, the recipient of the Global Women's Summit Outstanding Leadership Award. Bam! We'll be right back.
I've turned it over in my mind. I sang by the piano, tore my yellow dress.
What does a Dentist of the Year get? A little plaque. Welcome to Smile Big, where we offer cosmetic, restorative, and preventative dentistry. Dr. James Rosenwald and Dr. Susan Abdenur work hard every day for their clients to be happy to smile with the latest equipment for complete smile restoration for anyone. The sooner you call, the sooner they can help. Call 425-454-4040 or email scheduling@smilebig.com. You can even visit our website at smilebig.com.
Holistic Medical Center is where you find it all. A healthy space with doctors who care, see, and listen to the whole you. Hi, this is Dr. Darvish. If you have not found an answer to your chronic symptoms, you will find answers here at Holistic Medical Center. Our doctors find the root cause of your symptoms and guide your body towards healing naturally. We transform lives from within. Visit drdarvish.com or call 425-451-0404.
Join Dr. Pat Basili for an extraordinary event right here in the Pacific Northwest. The Global Women's Summit, presented by the Women's Information Network, is coming to Bellevue. Join us as we discover life and wealth mastery techniques and promote success and happiness for women worldwide. Saturday, November 22nd from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Maidenbauer Center in Bellevue, Washington. Register online now at thewinonline.com and don't miss out.
Wondering how to play the game of life and actually win? Stop wondering and start winning the game of life with the unique, incomparable Lynn Brown. Lynn's powerful, transferable tools stem from her success in the very competitive world of sports and business.
Since Lynn was one of the top athletes in the United States, she understands really well about the athlete's mind, their challenges, and what athletes need. I have confidence to ask Lynn to take care of my professional team just because of Lynn, her passion, and the power she has.
Lynn is passionate about working with kids and with athletes. Her life is a testament to the incredible power of intention to create miracles. Lynn is dedicated to assisting and inspiring leaders with the vision and tools to realize their dreams.
And she wants to help you next. Enhance your overall performance and the ability to reach your goals. Bring your game face on. Visit letter R, letter U, intuit.com or call 844 letter B, Intuit.
Artie Hoffman is the hottest psychic with the warmest heart and the host of the hit show Angels and Answers. A renowned psychic, medium, spiritual life coach, and an entertaining motivational speaker, Artie has helped over 15,000 people with his amazing intuitive gifts, his passion, and his humor. Call 877-ANGEL-02 to schedule a personal reading or to have your own psychic Artie party. That's 877-ANGEL-02. And visit artiehoffman.com and Angels and Answers on Facebook.
See what I've seen, to undo what has been done, turn off all the lights.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. I want to welcome you. Welcome back. This is our Sheer Alchemy segment with Leslie Fonteyne, fabulous co-host. This is a good one. This is juicy, you guys. Stepping into our abundance alone, fear of abandonment. And, I want to just say to everybody, if you want to call into the show, as I said before, what happens is we get clogged down by stuff we don't even understand. There's layers of it. I mean, as a matter of fact, all the years I've been doing this, I just discovered another layer for me. And and then I wake up, Leslie, and I'm like, is it ever going to end? Is it ever going to end? And I believe that so long as I am living and breathing and creating ideas, I don't think it will, because I think things will show up. So if you guys want to get some help from Leslie, the Ascended Masters, the Archangels, if you want to get some help in clearing the sludge out of the way, just moving it out of the way so your light can shine, this show is for you. 1-800-930-2819. Do you have fear of abandonment? Are you afraid to be alone? Can you even say abundance alone together? I mean, doesn't it sound like an oxymoron? But it's really not, is it, Leslie?
No, it's really not. It's really not. The fact of the matter is that when we step into abundance, it's a tool a lot of times for us changing our vibration, moving to a higher level within ourselves. And, sometimes Source uses stuff to get us there. And so here we are with our dream. We're realizing all of a sudden that our dream looks like it's 180 degrees from everything else we've chosen in our lives. And we sort of freak out. We're going, well, wait a minute. If I follow my dream, I'll leave my family, quit my job, abandon my children, and the world will just not be the same anymore, and no one will come along with me. We go to these extreme ends of our thinking. And we haven't even done anything yet. And I do this a lot in my speaking engagements where I show physically, I turn to the right. When I turn to the right toward my intention, I haven't even told anybody yet what it is. I turn my back on something else. What is it that's behind me? That thing begins to loom large and in charge. It starts to take over, and we immediately recoil from the dream at the terror and fear of what we're leaving behind us, as if the assumption is nobody will come with me. Nobody will support me. Nobody loves me that much. And then we're confronted with the deepest part of it, which is I didn't really choose people that truly love me, or I'm not willing to test it. So there are so many things about stepping into a dream that you think, well, what's wrong with me? I should be goal-oriented. This isn't about your goals. This is something so deep within you, and all of you know this place where you've pulled back many times, just like Pat said. I've done it. We've all done it. What was
It's
that
not
thing?
about goals.
No.
And that is actually, I'm so glad you brought this up, because this is the myth of all times. This really is the myth. We believe we have not been able to keep a goal. And boy, we are missing the underlying effects of that. So everything gets pushed back on goals. Goals don't work. Goals don't do this. Goals do this. Don't set a goal. Don't get ready for the next year. Goal, goal, goal. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with goals. That isn't the issue, is it?
No, it's not. And it's like when I'm speaking about abundance. Been there, done that, read the book, got the certificate, done the 7 steps. What happened? Didn't work. What didn't work? How deep were you willing to go, right? So, when you stepped into creating the radio programs and what you did, I'm sure there was a posse of people behind you, right? Going, go, Pat. That's the thing to do. That's awesome. No. So we have this thing that somehow all these companies, ideas, startups happen because a whole team of people said, go, you do it. We'll be with you. The fact is, it's not. It's this moment in your own space, in your own mind, in your own heart. And you ask yourself, can I step into this? Often, why don't we? I'm going to go back to that inner child thing again. It's that time when we were powerless, but I'm going to ask you to bring your consciousness into this. I'm going to ask you to bring your mind into this. You are a grown-up, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years old. You are a grown-up officially. It's on your birth certificate. So here you are. Can you step into it now? Are you that helpless? No, you are not, but you're overwhelmed by the feelings of the past.
Yeah, and let's get you guys some help on the past. 1-800-930-2819. I forgot to give out the number before. If you would like to call in and get some clearing, get the sludge moved out, let your ideas not just grow, but have them become an epic force that the universe is looking to say yes to, because that's what you really want. You don't really want an idea that's going to sit on a shelf waiting for some software to be done or something to happen or the planets to align or Mercury not be in retro. Who does that? Wall Street does not shut down when Mercury is in retrograde. It does not. So if there's anything that's holding you back from your idea, any old stories, we've opened up the phone line so you can connect with Leslie directly, 1-800-930-2819. So how do I get through this, what you call the wasteland?
Yes.
I love that term. That feeling, because it really does feel like that. And you're right. When I dialed that wrong phone number and bought my first hour of airtime, everybody thought it was kind of cute at first.
Right.
But then when KKNW called me for 5 days a week and then I bought that airtime, not so cute anymore. How are you going to do that big corporate job you're supposed to do? That felt like a wasteland.
Yeah, and then we get into all or nothing thinking again. Oh, I can't be corporate and do my dream. I can't be in the mountains and the beach at the same time. We have all of these crazy rules. And so what would I do? First of all, let's do a little experiment. Each of you listening, put your dream front and center right now. Really connect with it. Get it warm and fuzzy in your heart space. And now I'm going to ask you to push out space in your heart, way out, giving you lots of room. Now you're going to realize that no one's in there with you. How does it feel? What's coming up? I'm going to say, what if you were to start tomorrow? What if you were to begin tomorrow? Start to get tense in your heart, start to wonder what you're going to do. What would you call it? All the hows start showing up, right? All the freak out. What would people think? That's the next thing. Make a list, a laundry list of everything that's coming up to you right now as you visualize and imagine that dream as becoming real starting tomorrow. Just see what it is for you. This is data. This is your archaeological dig. This is what's showing up that gets in your way every time. It wouldn't matter if you came up with a different dream in 6 months. This is what your stuff is. And then the next decision is, can you release it?
Well, one of the things that I wanted you to really address is, part of the conversation where we don't address it and move it on. How does it affect us? How does it affect the dream? And I think this is an important conversation because I know, like you, I've heard all too often from people, they just don't understand. They've had a vision and a dream, and they just didn't understand why the universe didn't help them.
Right. Interesting.
I've heard that a lot.
Yeah, and it goes back to that helpless part of us. I have clients that get very upset with me when I use the V word. You all know what I'm calling it. It's the victim word. So when people are telling me, I can't do this is too much for me, I can't step into that, I'm afraid of what, I'm going, what part of you is agreeing with being a victim? Now, this can feel offensive unless you want to get real and you want to grow. It's offensive when we're being driven by our negative ego. It's offensive when we're being driven by our emotions that want to stay safe and not really push beyond it. So then we have to say to ourselves, you know what, I really don't want to do it.
Yeah.
I would prefer to have safety and the devil I know versus the devil I don't. I'd rather stay in a relationship that's subpar. I'd rather stay in a job that at least I understand and don't have to challenge myself too much with. I'd rather stay safe than step out into this thing that's unknown, because what will happen if I'm alone? And that's what goes back. There's this assumption that alone we cannot take care of ourselves. That's the key. Where did we come up with that?
Well, the other part of the conversation really is about alone. What the heck scares us about alone?
Yeah.
I mean, if you grow up in New York City like I've grown up in New York and grown up in a very, very heavily populated area, you're begging for a loan. You know what I mean? Have you ever lived in a place where literally the sirens just don't stop, the noise doesn't stop? I mean, it doesn't stop. It just doesn't. It doesn't stop. There isn't an hour in the morning that it actually is quiet. And that really works for millions of people that live over there, right? And it doesn't matter, of every age. But there's this idea of being alone is being bad. Mm-hmm. And, part of our dreams, don't they need some alone time? So can you talk to that?
You know it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you write a book, you're by yourself. When you are creating a plan of your dream, you're doing it, right? You're taking the notes. You're putting them in your little notebook. The inspired ideas are coming to you. Then we look to reach out and draw in support and bring it in. But I'm checking in with you at the part right before that. The part before that is, who can I call? Who will come with me? Who will create this thing with me? Now, knowing me, right, we're going to get into masters, source, archangels, all this stuff. So if we know that source is 100% abundant, 100% complete, 100% healthy, then if we are complete, then we know we're not alone. And we draw in our support. We draw in the light beings. We draw in our friends. And we can draw in new friends and new playmates.
We have to draw them in. We have to draw them in. Because, Einstein said it. It is, you cannot solve the problem at the place it was, at the level it was created. And, even some of our greatest problems we think have been created at the genius level, right? We do. At the genius level.
I love
that.
that.
We have some enormous problems right now, and we think they've been created at the genius level, and we think we can actually even fix them at the genius level. All you need to do is just go up and watch the ice caps as they continue to melt, and we keep putting our heads where. But there are other places we can go for ideas. Yeah. You may think you're stuck in a situation, whether it's a relationship, whether it is a job, and you may think there's no way out. But there is. You're just not going to the right place for answers, for awareness.
Right. That is the key.
Not going to it.
Exactly right. Because the fear is,
and you're not going to find it in a book,
right,
or on the internet either.
Right. It's leaving what we know, and accepting that some new partners and new companions on the path are going to show up.
Absolutely. Let's take a short break. When we come back, we've got a special gift for our first caller. And we'll be talking with Leslie a bit more. I'll let you know how to find out more about Leslie, how to find out how you can get a hold of her. When we come back, we're going to be talking about, our need for safety. And what is the perception of this? You may be thinking everybody wants to feel safe. Well, yeah, maybe. Well, how do I protect my kids at school? And, now there are shootings, and now the election, and some people are happy and some people not. Now there's the war. This absolute frenzy we have with fear. It is our fear frenzy. I have a little acronym for fear when we come back. Stay tuned. Leslie Fonteyne in the house. Check her out at lesliefonteyne.com. That's LESLIEFONTEYNE.com. Our toll-free number, first caller calling into the show. We have a gift for you, and you can have a reading with Leslie. 1-800-930-2819. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
I can get to sleep. I think about the implications of diving in too deep.
Hi, I'm Leslie Fonteyne with Sheer Alchemy on Transformation Talk Radio, and here's my tip of the day. Let's talk about unlimited thinking. Let's talk about limitlessness. What would it look like and feel like? Is it only for special people? What if you aren't living a very abundant, powerful life right now? Is this opportunity closed off to you? Absolutely not. This is your chance, without lifting a finger, even telling anyone around you, or leaving the house. You can begin to step into all that you are and all that you were meant to be. Pay attention to the arguments that arise as you articulate the limitlessness of your opportunities, your finances, and the loving and supportive friends and family members around you. Draw them in. Let's shift those agreements from the lower level energies to those that allow you to step into all that you are. Visit me at lesliefonteyne.com and listen to Sheer Alchemy on TransformationTalkRadio.com.
Are you ready to move past limiting beliefs and unconscious obstacles that are holding you back from financial prosperity? Do you want to be free from debt and that feeling of being disempowered? Mary Jane Allen is a financial healer and joy creation specialist who uses her unique set of tools included in her financial healing process to help her clients move past those beliefs and fears. For more information and to contact Mary Jane, visit her website, manifestyourlifedream.com, and begin your financial healing process today.
Tune in to Psychic Cup of Coffee with Kelly Sutliff every Tuesday, 1 p.m. Pacific Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Time on TransformationTalkRadio.com. Kelly is a 14-year veteran of psychic ability, and she offers inspiration and comfort to those dealing with grief when they have lost a loved one, and also shares with people that the psychic world is very real. Call 1-800-930-2819 during the show with your questions, and visit PsychicMediumKelly.com. That's PsychicMediumKelly.com.
If you're one of the millions of Americans suffering from anxiety, you probably know how powerless and out of control this emotion can make you feel. This is why it is so important to remember that anxiety is created by your mind, which means that you can learn to use your mind to uncreate it. Hello, my name is Dr. Friedman Schaub. My award-winning book, The Fear and Anxiety Solution, provides you with a step-by-step breakthrough process to understand and resolve the root causes of your anxiety and build a solid foundation of confidence and inner peace. If you're ready to take your power back, visit thefearandanxietysolution.com. That's thefearandanxietysolution.com, or call 866-903-6463. That's 866-903-MIND.
Especially at night, I worry over situations. I know we'll be alright. Perhaps it's just an imagination. Day after day it reappears.
Oh, what a great show this is. I needed this. I needed this so badly. You know, it is a great, great topic because, you know, while I talk about some of the things we're doing, it isn't a place of alone. It really is sometimes and, you know, you never really talk about stepping into our abundance alone. For those of you out there, we are taking your calls, 1-800-930-2819. I also want to remind everyone that if you missed the beginning of the show, we are congratulating Miss Leslie Fonteyne, Global Women's Summit Outstanding Leadership Award. For those of you that would love to attend the Bellevue event, it is on November 22nd. The best way for you to find out about it is either look for our announcement in our newsletter or go to thewinonline.com. The Win, W-I-N, online.com. Select the Bellevue event, and here's the magic code. You ready for it? It is sheer alchemy, the code. And it is really a little magic code for those of you out there. Please have a pen, write it down, because when you go to register, you sign up and you will not be charged. P is in Pat, F is in Fonteyne, W is in Win, I is in Intuition, N is in Nancy, and the number 5, all caps. Punch that little puppy in there, and we'll see you in Bellevue on November 22nd. It's going to be a fun day. Lots of really cool things happening. I'm going to be speaking at that event as well as the Tacoma event, which is already filled. And I'm going to be speaking about wealth in a whole new way. Leslie, congratulations again.
Thank you so much, Pat. It's a real honor.
Yeah. In order to get to that place, you really do have to understand what it likes to stand alone in abundance, don't you? Don't you?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. And a lot of our listeners know about that, too.
Well, let's go hit the phones up for a minute and see what folks got to say.
We'll take Ellen from Everett. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Ellen from Everett.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am good. I guess my biggest concern is it does seem lonely when you're trying to do things on your own. And when you talk about blocks, I'm real curious about how to get rid of those blocks.
Yes. So, yeah.
That's a good one. I'm speaking at this event on the 22nd, and I'm doing the Tacoma one on Saturday, and I have a little block myself. So I'm a little interested in what Leslie's going to share with you.
Well, already, Ellen, I can feel the tightness in your heart space, and there's just some fear of what you're going to lose stepping into what you're doing. So the other part, too, is that you don't see yet some of the support that you're bringing in for what you want to create. And the next part is how powerful you already are. You're already surrounded by a lot of the support you don't see. So let's walk into that. Now your solar plexus is coming into play, and this is an interesting thing. I like to be as honest as I can be with myself and with everyone else. So get really, really honest about the frustration and even some of the resentment about doing what you're doing alone. What's going on with that?
I have always put other people first.
Uh-huh.
And now at this particular stage in my life,
right.
It feels very lonely, and it feels like I've given so much away that there doesn't seem to be enough for me. And I am afraid. I'm afraid that what I have could easily go away, I guess.
Right. And so you've just about hit every point I've brought up. The assumption is that we built our lives with people around us that don't truly love us. And what does that mean? That sounds so harsh. But what it means is that we have held back parts of ourselves to keep our relationships together, to make them work.
Right. Absolutely.
Right? So here you are.
Yeah.
You're on the cusp of an opportunity, right? This is your moment with Spirit. This is your moment to step into all that you are. And you're confronted with what you've held back. So if you stepped into your power right now and you allowed yourself to let go of agreements to be less than you are, to just be willing, the next thing that comes up is fear that those people will not come with you. Now, I talk to clients a lot about this, which is be a little patient with people, okay? You're just now filling them in on your brand new idea. Give them a week or two to take it in, But you have the ability to step into all that you are. If you think about the fact that you've been taking care of others for a long time, you can apply that same energy to yourself. But what is going on is you're a bit resentful because you want other people to support you. Well, it takes them a bit to turn the Titanic in their own lives to come along with you. So start stepping into it. And I'm just feeling a little bit of resistance in your security center right now. You've got that going on. So now allow yourself to release that. Just go there.
Okay.
Just go there right now and just saying, I'm letting go of the fear that I can't create my own security. I think you haven't really accepted how powerful and strong you are, Ellen. You have all the tools.
I'm letting go of that insecurity.
So now we're bringing in your team, okay? The ones you don't see. I know you connect with them because they're connecting with you right now. I really want you to allow yourself to bring them in and bring in the inspired ideas. The masters, the ministering spirits, the light beings, all those are part of your idea team. So you have had many thoughts and ideas about where to go for support, where to step into some of the things you're doing, right? Thoughts and ideas have come to you, right? Okay, have you been writing them down?
I have started journaling.
Okay, good. And listen, I'm not asking you to be prolific and write a novel. Just, little thoughts here, things that are coming to you to do, because then we get lost in our writing and we don't do it. Okay, so the next thing is, before you step into that thing, what's the thought that comes up for you that you can't do it?
I guess the biggest fear is, what if I fail?
Okay, so failure is a part of your culture. It's a part of what you've learned. And there's no failure in spirit, by the way, because we're constantly learning life lessons, like we're transitioning, we're shifting to a higher vibration, we're moving into things. So if you remove the failure and you thought about the exploration and the dream and what someone else thought success was about, how does it feel then? See, it's a different model, right?
It is. It really is.
Yeah.
It's very freeing.
So there's a part of you that wants to play, to go back to being that 5-year-old in the sandbox and have a good time and just look at the world anew with new glasses and looking at everything like, wow, this would be cool to try this, taste that, step into this, write that, take away the concept of failure, then what happens is that you allow yourself to grow through it, to shift through it. This isn't about you becoming a millionaire.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. You know what's kind of interesting? Let me just share this really quickly with you. When I lost my job in 1991, I think it was, I never thought that would happen to me in a million years. I had a bell-shaped head. I had been with the phone company since I was 17. I never, ever in a million years thought that by speaking my voice and my truth that I would lose my job. But I was standing up for something. And when I lost my job, and I have to say, like, people say, oh, don't say the word lost your job. You know, I cannot sugarcoat this. When you lose a job, you lose a job. That's what you do. And there are a lot of emotions. But here's the deal. I lost that job and immediately intuitively heard a voice to call Columbia University and see if my registration was still valid. I got from New Jersey to New York. I don't know if you know anything about that part of the country. I got from New Jersey to New York. Are you ready? In less than 45 minutes, and there was a parking space in Upper Manhattan in front of Columbia University. I made it to registration 5 minutes before my 2-year registration was going to expire.
Oh, my God.
So maybe something seems like it's going to be a game changer in a negative way. I have not been able to find one really significantly negative thing, including the suicide of my mother when I was 7, that has not turned a stone of goodness in another direction. So,
I appreciate that. That's really a nice way to look at it.
Hold on to the light. Don't give up. Stand on the shoulders of people that have come before. And don't go small. Don't go quietly into the night. Go screaming and shouting, jumping and dancing, rocking and rolling. Somebody said they saw Elvis again. Do it. All right. Thank you.
Cool. Thank you very much.
All right, Mr. Benny, let's go to the phones if we could again. We'll probably skip the break.
All right, let's do it. We'll bring on Raul now, calling in from Seattle.
Hey, Raul, how are you?
I'm doing good. Nice talking to you, ladies.
How are you? Good to hear you.
I'm doing good. I'm all yours, Leslie. I'm all yours.
Let's start working. What's up, Raul?
I am actually sick of, I'll give it to you, my underlying little laziness, lack of trust, and that little talk saying, you won't be able to do it, you can move on from where you are, you have to give your house, you can't do anything else. But that's it for me.
Okay. Well, I'm just seeing Father right now. I'm seeing old ancestral energies for you that get in your way. And when I say ancestral, I typically mean family, and it can go back a few generations. But Raul, you're a creator, and you know that. So here's the thing. The part of you that really wants some, approval from others. And sometimes it sounds harsh to say that, but approval can come from people we don't even know, from our company, from society, from not just close people in our family. So there's a part of you that, wants to hold on to some of the respectability. I'm not saying go quit your job tomorrow. That's not what I'm saying at all. But the first release you have to do is that you matter, what your desires are matter, and to allow the release of those things is important to you and to bring it in, because laziness and fear mask other things within us. So what's it masking for you? When you don't go do those things, how do you stay safe?
How do I stay safe?
Yeah.
I think it's.
Go ahead.
I think it's. It's pretty miserable. I think in a way.
Okay. All right. So
I feel like I do something, but it's not that. It's like not quite there yet.
Okay. All right. So what holds you back?
Well, I think my excuse is time and in my home. Like I would like to probably live somewhere else, like ski for the rest of my life. Or, just taking a Ayurveda class or do all the things, but not what I'm doing right now.
Of course. So right now, I want to just share with you how an intention works and how this begins, okay? So when you say you want, right now, if you can hear it in yourself, you're coming from a very needy place. You're coming from a place of sort of feeling like a victim, okay? And This is not a bad thing that I'm saying. This is just something that all of us deal with. Okay? So you're coming from that place saying, as if somebody's got handcuffs on you and you can't do it. So what you want to do right now is just to release all limitations. I'm letting go of all the limitations that stand in the way of my stepping into Ayurveda and to other things that are really connected with my heart and soul. You're just going to intentionally let go of these. I let go of the fear of safety. I let go of the fear of loss, fear of approval, letting go of all of this. And now you begin to switch your energy and say, I'm going to draw in the plan. I'm going to draw in how I manifest this desire. I'm going to draw in companions on the path, the class I need to take. I'm going to draw in an idea of how to work my work. Don't say it's impossible, because the first thing we do before we knock out our dream is to go, oh, well, how's that going to happen? Well, who's going to support me? Well, am I going to lose my house? You know, we go very extreme, right? So do you have that happening?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay.
Of course.
All right. So listen, when you set an intention, you haven't done anything yet. Don't panic, right? I haven't told you get a divorce, lose the house, quit your job, none of that. But the beginning of an intention is shifting your energy and then confronting the fear in you. And then when you see that fear, you go, is it true? Is it true? Is it true I can't do this? Why don't I allow the serendipitous opportunities, the abundant opportunities to come in and create the time, create the space, create the class, create the mentor? You can attract a mentor that's your private tutor. Nothing's stopping you.
Mm-hmm.
So allow it.
Yes.
And then don't try to figure out, well, am I going to quit my job in a year? Who cares? Start. Just step into it. Begin. We have all these extreme things that get in the way. So I'd like you to write down all of the extreme thoughts that come to you that panic you and look at them as you go to work every day probably and you deal with things like a grown-up or try to look like it. We all do that. So then, look at these things that you've written down and go, which part of me is talking here? Is this real? Is it true? And then say, if it's not true, I release it. I don't need to step in that anymore. I'm taking charge.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Can I make a comment to you as well? When I just shared a little story about dialing the wrong phone number and about the job thing, I was asking for the universe for something. I wasn't asking the universe I wasn't asking, my higher power to have me end that job 6 months before full pension. That I did not ask for that. But I did have a bigger dream for myself. I didn't know what it was. And what happened for me was that I was so open to whatever it was going to look like. I asked for a different life. I did want to go back to school. I wanted a PhD since I was 23 years old, and I have to tell you, I could barely read and write. I was never going to be a candidate for a PhD. The only reason I wanted it is because I delivered mail in a mail cart at Bell Labs to people that had PhD at the end of their names, and they were having fun. They played table tennis. They had rooms that had soundproofing in it. They had frogs that talked. I mean, seriously, this is what a PhD meant to me. I never thought in a million years. But here's the deal. I intuitively knew this at 23 years old. I never even got around to it until way later. And so don't get attached to what you think a specific thing should be, because sometimes it's the dots that have to be connected so that I could dial a wrong number and get my dream answered in the oddest, strangest way 13 years later.
I love that.
I
love
mean,
that.
Don't you think,
Raul,
right?
you've got some stuff that's already come to you to step into. Just definitely, if you can, write out the things that, come up for you that are the thoughts of why you can't do something. And then do an intentional release. I know you have a meditation process. I have some CDs on my website that can help you do this and walk you through this so that you let go of the blocks and interferences. And it would be awesome if you do that.
And by the way, you got to let go of the time thing. That to me, I don't know if, Leslie, you addressed that. That has got to be the first thing at your list to let go of. This, I don't have enough time. That's almost as bad as I don't have enough money and can't afford it. Because, Spirit doesn't understand time.
Yeah. But remember when we're saying, Raul, about letting go, because a lot of people don't understand that. Again, it's an energetic release. So while if you looked manifestation-wise around you, people might say, well, that's the truth. That's what you got going on. Energetically, you're releasing the attachment to that has stopped you to this point. So now what could you be? Now what could you do?
All right. Thank you. All right. Next time we hear from you, I want to hear all about this now.
Oh, I will. Thank you, Leslie. Dr. Pat, you're amazing. I love you so much.
Thank you, Raul. Have a great rest of your day. Well, this is good because, first of all, let's talk about the CDs you do have on your website. What's the best way for people to get a hold of them, Leslie?
Well,
and then tell people about where you're going to be because you're going to be traveling.
I know. I'm doing my last pre-Thanksgiving show in Cincinnati. I'll be at the Victory of Light Expo. I'll be speaking there, doing sessions in my booth. If you're in Cincinnati, I hope you'll come and join, and then we'll restart the year next year with Chicago and Raleigh. To get some of my CDs, and I have two types. One's teaching and one's intentional meditation, which is clearing out blocks, drawing in the masters, and beginning to step on your path. Go to my website, www.leslie, Fonteyne, Fonteyne.com, or you can write me at leslie@lesliefontaine.com. Call me, 678-665-3366. I do sessions all the time by phone and Skype. And you are in for a treat if you're ready to step into your abundance and to let go of some of these things that until now are holding you back.
And you know what? There is an energy that we speak about, especially moving into this next year, that talks about the year we're in now as the time to really clear the slate clean.
Oh, yeah.
In a lot of ways.
That's why so many of us have been going through so much this year.
Yeah. And it can show up as physical. Right, Leslie?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, have you been finding people, especially in this arena with dreams and visions, has it been showing up in their physical body?
It absolutely has. And when you're bringing in a new vibration, it makes sense, right? Your body's shifting in the physical, and you have symptoms. And some people don't know why they're having these headaches. They don't know why they're feeling pressure. They don't know why they're having certain aches and pains. You're shifting. Some of us are shifting very, very fast right now.
Well, as we look at this and, we move through this idea of this fear of abandonment, of abundance and fear even being in the same kind of sentence there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of normal, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So we don't think it's normal.
No.
And normal is not a word I like, but I don't know how else to talk about it. Tell folks what they can do so when these feelings creep up, they can not be stalled by them, crushed by them. We get crushed by some of these feelings.
When you're on your own and you are feeling inspired or you're feeling joyful and nobody else is around, so often we think, what's wrong? Instead of thinking, what's wrong, I want you to take that moment and I want you to connect with Spirit. I want you to draw in all the support team that you don't even see. Some of you do see them very well. I want you to draw in your new friends, the new connections you're going to make, the places. So many of you are in transition, wanting to move somewhere else. You've been wanting to move to Australia. You've been wanting to move to New York. You've been wanting to move places for a long, long time, and you've held back. Now go there. Sit on that bench and just start bringing it in. That's what I want you to do in this moment. I want you to notice how your energy shifts when you quit focusing on how alone you are and focus on the passion and the dream, because you are in this place. It's hell in the hallway, right? Between ending the old, stepping into the new. And there is that place where you don't know who the new thing is yet. You haven't met them, right? So get excited now that it's a cool thing. Don't be using old teachings and old thoughts from your family about, oh, my God, it's bad to be alone. No, get excited. Anticipate.
I love it. Leslie, give out your website again, please. And if people want to schedule a session with you, tell them the best way to do that. Because, the holiday season comes up and all sorts of sludge comes up from wherever.
It does. And a lot of us, are very alone at the holidays. A lot of us are by ourselves, thinking that we're not with family and we're not with people we want to be with. So please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Even write an email. I answer everyone. It's lesliefontaine.com. Leslie@lesliefontaine, that's Fonteyne, or call me 678-665-3366. This is not a time for you to wallow in the fact that you're alone. This is an opportunity to create a new community.
Yeah, and if you're feeling alone, you could always join me feeding the homeless. That'll work. Let's take a short break, everyone. Leslie Fonteyne, what a great show. Step into your greatness, everyone. Tap into your own sheer alchemy. We'll see you in a few minutes.
Transforming the world, one listener at a time. Transformation Talk Radio, that's my line. Non-stop shows, 24 hours, 7 days. Positive Talk Radio is the new craze. Learn and live your life the best you can. All hosts of TTR will lend a hand. Transform, inspire, educate, create. Tune in now. Our shows are actually really great. Tell your friends, your brother, dad, and mom to tune in at TransformationTalkRadio.com.
What does a Dentist of the Year get? A little plaque. Welcome to Smile Big, where we offer cosmetic, restorative, and preventative dentistry. Dr. James Rosenwald and Dr. Susan Abdenur work hard every day for their clients to be happy to smile with the latest equipment for complete smile restoration for anyone. The sooner you call, the sooner they can help. Call 425-454-4040 or email scheduling@smilebig.com. You can even visit our website at smilebig.com.
Holistic Medical Center is where you find it all. A healthy space with doctors who care, see, and listen to the whole you. Hi, this is Dr. Darvish. If you have not found an answer to your chronic symptoms, you will find answers here at Holistic Medical Center. Our doctors find the root cause of your symptoms and guide your body towards healing naturally. We transform lives from within. Visit drdarvish.com or call 425-451-0404.
Join Dr. Pat Basili for an extraordinary event right here in the Pacific Northwest. The Global Women's Summit, presented by the Women's Information Network, is coming to Bellevue. Join us as we discover life and wealth mastery techniques and promote success and happiness for women worldwide. Saturday, November 22nd from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Maidenbauer Center in Bellevue, Washington. Register online now at thewinonline.com and don't miss out.
Wondering how to play the game of life and actually win? Stop wondering and start winning the game of life with the unique, incomparable Lynn Brown. Lynn's powerful, transferable tools stem from her success in the very competitive world of sports and business.
Since Lynn was one of the top athletes in the United States, she understands really well about the athlete's mind, their challenges, and what athletes need. I have confidence to ask Lynn to take care of my professional team just because of Lynn, her passion, and the power she has.
Lynn is passionate about working with kids and with athletes. Her life is a testament to the incredible power of intention to create miracles. Lynn is dedicated to assisting and inspiring leaders with the vision and tools to realize their dreams.
And she wants to help you next. Enhance your overall performance and the ability to reach your goals. Bring your game face on. Visit letter R, letter U, intuit.com or call 844 letter B, Intuit.
Artie Hoffman is the hottest psychic with the warmest heart and the host of the hit show Angels and Answers. A renowned psychic, medium, spiritual life coach, and an entertaining motivational speaker, Artie has helped over 15,000 people with his amazing intuitive gifts, his passion, and his humor. Call 877-ANGEL-02 to schedule a personal reading or to have your own psychic Artie party. That's 877-ANGEL-02. And visit artiehoffman.com and Angels and Answers on Facebook. Hi, everyone. This is Dr. Pat. Let me introduce you to my friends at Galeos Dressings and Marinades. In 1996, in Newport Beach, California, chefs Andre and Gordana, both schooled in European traditions, created the most incredible dressings and marinades. But they're not just dressings and marinades. Think about this. What if you could buy a dressing and a marinade that was low in fat, low in sugar, and by the way, had all of the juicy ingredients, no MSGs, no gluten, GMO-free, no artificial flavors, no colors or preservatives. Isn't it amazing? It's almost too good to be true. But find out for yourself. Go to galeoscafe.com. That's GALEOS cafe.com. And check out all of the dressings, all of the marinades, and order online for getting yourself free shipping. Or ask for the dressings at your local grocery store. It is an incredible way to kick off this fall season.